Can't see my backup camera. Hope I don't kill anybody.
No, I think what you mean to say is I hope I don't have to kill nobody.
I hope I don't have to kill nobody. Hope there are no little kids in candy shops who only have half an hour to live.
That's what you call a callback.
That's right. Sorry about the windshield wiper noise. Or maybe that's an ASMR thing for some people.
I'm sure for some people it is. For most rational people, it's frustrating.
Fix that in post. If we had more time, I'd stop by the comic shop and go, this is the friend I was telling you about who gave me some comics, and I was looking for bags to put them in. And he'd go, who are you?
Or he would do that thing. Oh, yeah. Has no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
I believe the highway is closed up here. But since we're raw dogging this trip and not, I got no GPS, we're just raw dogging Indianapolis today. We're doing this acoustically. Gas is down. It's only $3.94 a gallon now.
Look at that, yeah.
Not bad. Anytime anybody online talks about how expensive gas is, somebody from Europe has to go, yeah, it's a lot more expensive in Europe. It's like, we know, but you're smaller than we are. You don't have to drive as far.
Yeah, and you can get on a train.
True.
Literally anywhere. You could get on a train in one city and then get off the train in like somebody's house.
Next stop, the freaking Friffles. I don't know what. Dutch. I think it's Dutch.
Yeah. I mean, will the train reach Dutchland?
Dutchland. Yes, it will. So this has happened to me before. I wore a tie, like I used to wear a tie to work. So I wore a tie. I was wearing a tie and I had to stop by the grocery store on the way home. And I'm standing there like I often do, looking like I'm lost. Like I don't know what's going on.
That's pretty much how you spend any time of the day where you're not in the bathroom.
Exactly. Somebody walks up to me and says, excuse me, where would I find the cornstarch? I'm like, why would you think I would know where the cornstarch is? You don't work here? No, I don't work here. Okay.
Just because you had a shirt on, it's like cornstarch rules.
Cornstarch. There you go. Cornstarch finder.
Yes.
The case files of Karnacki. Cornstarch finder.
I think you're missing a serious opportunity there.
I mean, when you got some gravy, it's my theme song. When you got some gravy and it's too thin and you don't know what to do, call the cornstarch finder. All right, so
222-2222.
222-2222. Okay, it's a nice jingle. So in Half Price Books, a guy, look at this shirt. Does this look like I work there? No, it doesn't. Kinda? You think so?
You have a shirt you have a Hawaiian shirt that has octopi all over it, or squid dye.
Is this a Half Price Books employee type shirt? So anyway, a guy walked up to me and said, excuse me, I'm looking for a book on how to diagram sentences. And I ran through all the jokes I could make in my head. None of them really seemed to make any sense. And I diagrammed the sentence that he just asked me. Anyway, I sort of kind of tilted my head a little bit, and he goes, you look like somebody who's been here before. I was like, well, in fact, I have. And I pointed him to the reference desk because they're awesome at Half Price Books. I don't know if you've used their services before, but they're very good.
Well, most the times I've been to the various Half Price Books where I'm running around because I only have a half an hour before they close.
Half an hour price books?
The half an hour price books, they're usually really helpful and friendly on top of it. So they probably get paid really good. That's my guess.
The guy that checked us out,
They get paid in books.
like, that guy's been there almost every time I've been there.
Would you give up that job though?
No.
Exactly.
I wonder if they only pay half of minimum wage.
The other half, they get paid in books.
Oh. I already have enough books.
I used to get, no you don't. I used to get asked for movie recommendations every time we'd go to Family Video back in the day. Because apparently I dressed nice.
Well,
So I got...
You do. You're a sharp dresser.
Well, I got to the point where I stopped saying, I don't work here, sorry. And I would just go find movies that I liked. And I'd find the most, like, oh, here's Pootie Tang. You know, you'll like this.
Sadate.
You know?
In modern day America, the corporations run our lives. But one man is prepared to take our country back.
Pootie Tang! Pootie Tang!
This summer, meet a superhero like no other.
Pootie Tang's one bad brother, man. Pootie Tang whip your butt so bad that you can write it off on your taxes. Sadate.
I don't know. Does that movie hold up?
Does it hold up? What do you mean by... The short answer is no.
Okay.
But it's still funny as hell. So I don't know if that holds up. Is it timeless? No, it's definitely dated.
I guess by hold up, yeah, it's still like the jokes were not of their place and time, so the jokes would still be funny, right? If the problem is there a problem, like Louis C.K., you know, had his moment in the sun.
He had his moment anyway.
He had a moment. I'm just trying to figure out, you know what? I should just, if you put this in there, somebody can tell us. Is Pootie Tang... The problem with asking questions like this is like 3/4 of the people are going to talk about, people are too sensitive these days. It's just, if it's funny, it's funny. Just watch what you want to watch. Don't worry about it.
That wasn't the question. No.
Jinx.
Buy me a soda.
Sadate.
No. And in fact, I have met very few people who think Pootie Tang is actually as funny as I do. I remember when, Michael from Sweden came over one time years ago, and we were going to do a movie night. So he brought Office Space because he loves Office Space.
Funny.
And it's a great movie.
It's a funny movie.
And I introduced him to Pootie Tang. The man didn't laugh once, got to the ending, and he's like, huh, well, that was entertaining.
I suppose if English isn't your first language, although it is, he's got 2 first languages.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
They're vying for first place.
yeah. I don't know. I can't say the name of my brother. And when he does that thing where the bullets are coming and he's like deflecting them with his ponytail, how's that not funny?
I don't. People just or when the dude comes back to life, spoiler, and Pootie, because Pootie's like, you know, basically in his own language, he's saying like, don't die on me, don't die on me, and then the guy just sits up and he's like, oh God, you know, like, hey, you know, what are we, way to go, my Damien, and he gets up and runs away because he doesn't know what to do. That's funny.
That is funny. Because it's funny. Well, Louis C.K. was pretty funny for a while there. He was funny for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably still is. Just nobody sees his act. He had a show that he co-produced with the actress that played the voice for Bobby Hill.
Oh,
I can never remember what her name is. The show's called like Better Things or something like that. It's absolutely not the kind of show I should watch because it shouldn't appeal to me. But, you know, she's a single mom who is raising these 3 daughters and trying to make it in Hollywood and has a crazy mother. And it was great. And then one day I just noticed his name disappeared off of the... In fact, there's a scene where she meets him at this party and they're talking. And I had a double take because I looked. She's wearing Pootie Tang's belt.
Oh.
I'm like, whoa, how do I get that?
That's hilarious.
Yep.
The only thing I got to do, I got to go back and read up on what exactly... Because that was like at the beginning of, or maybe in the middle of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, it was earlier.
And I was educating myself and trying to learn, and it was basically believe the women, which I think we should.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that should be our default position, right? So I just went ahead and believed the women and had this view of Louis C.K. in my head. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't even remember the facts of the situation. So
Right.
I'll have to go back and read up on it and see if he see what the deal is with him.
Yeah. Welcome to Afterword with
Afterward
Steve and
with
Paul.
Paul talking about Louis C.K. I'm talking about rainbow. Wait, talking about butterflies. Because I remember the reason I bring all that up is I was thinking about Paul Rubens.
Oh yeah, and how erroneous all that turned out.
That
to
was
be.
all erroneous.
Yep.
Like we all got a vision of, oh, he's this creepy dude.
Yep.
Because we saw him as his character,
Yep.
Pee Wee Herman, and when the minute he became something other than that, we're like, oh, screw that guy,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much ruined his career, or sidelined it at least for quite a while.
He can't be a real person.
Yeah.
And the thing that he was accused of doing was nothing. It was like he was being an adult in an adult space.
I mean, what else are you gonna do there?
That's what it's for. Right? There's no problem with lack of consent. Everybody's consenting in this space, and it's just doing adult things.
Yeah.
So, poor dude.
Well, Amy and I have talked about this quite a bit about how news, the legacy news media, and doesn't.
Hang on a second. Before we see that's, I don't know if you can see that sign. It says self-love sale, Cirillas,
Hey, I mean,
I don't know.
Weren't we just talking about Paul Rubens?
and Louis C.K. Anyway, sometimes stuff just happens.
All right. Sorry about the vertigo from spinning the camera around.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll fix it in post.
Well, and anyway, like I was saying, Amy and I have talked a lot about how legacy media has controlled the narrative for so long that now, through the advent of the internet, social media, and all that, they can't keep a handle on it anymore. If you just spend 3 minutes of critical thinking and then looking something up, you'll probably find out that it absolutely didn't happen like that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where this is going, but...
Well, we're going to look into Louis C.K. We're not defending Louis C.K.
Yeah.
We're just saying maybe we need to look into it and just see if he's still canceled on the Check Your Shelf program, or if we could go watch Pootie Tang and read the novelization of that movie.
Ooh, what if the novelization of Pootie Tang was written by Pootie?
Sarate.
Just,
Call me down on the penny style.
or call me down on the panty style.
Call me down on the penny style.
Yeah.
Like Herb Alpert, for example. Herb Alpert, not the trumpet player.
I was going to say, what did he do?
Wait, am I thinking of the right guy?
What other Herb Alpert is there?
He was a sports commentator, and he did something. I believe there was consent, but it was people love to kink shame.
Oh yeah,
He
we
did
don't
something-
kink shame.
He did
on the
no.
Don't
We
Panic
might
Radio
kink
show.
ask why, but we don't kink shame. But yeah,
We kink a lot of things, just not shame.
Marv Alpert.
Oh, Marv Alpert.
Marv Alpert, not Herbie Hancock. What Herbie Hancock do? Aside from have that name. We're still talking about books?
I think this is the afterword at this point.
Okay. We didn't get to do it afterward with Ishmael and Nick.
Yeah,
You were
well,
a little busy.
that video ran
Right.
plenty long, and it was a great video. It was a hard video to edit because I didn't. There was like very little that I cut out, only because like either the video ran great too. There was like very little stalling, so it was a hard video to edit in that I didn't. Is what I'm trying to say.
You said it very well.
Okay.
You accomplished the thing you were trying to say.
That actually happened?
Yes.
Okay.
This is wannabe comedians in cars getting coffee. When Seinfeld did the comedians in cars getting coffee with Michael Richards, that was cringe.
That was Seinfeld trying to boost his friend's
sort of
career back.
rehabilitate
But
Michael Richards a little.
and with the problem with Michael Richards, other than the obvious problem with Michael Richards, is you don't know, like, was he acting during that episode? Because it seems like he was trying to be Kramer again. And like, if he just would have sat down and been like, it'd been great if he'd been like dead serious, you know, talked about taxes and stuff. Just be not
Yes.
being like, you know, Michael Richards.
So you see, they've changed the 1040,
You see, Jerry, they changed the 1040.
and I was like, whoa. My view on the N-word is
Welcome to two white guys discussing their views of the N-word.
hey man, I'm all for forgive, you know, and all this stuff and everything, but it's not my place to forgive that particular slip up.
Yeah.
And it's also like, you can't, it didn't come from nowhere. But you don't accidentally say that word out of nowhere, right?
Well, and my thing too is about stuff like that is, I go on the play stupid games, win stupid prizes, you know, saying. And in Michael Richards' case, okay, those guys were making like $1 million an episode for like the last half of the series.
True.
Okay, maybe he's not making TV shows, but he's not like living in a box under a bridge somewhere.
True, he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Save your money, man. Save your money.
I don't think he's got the same credit card that Seinfeld has, though.
Anti-woke, go broke. I thought this was a show about books. Oh, yeah. Now, you know, the reason I've been thinking about this stuff and the reason this is sort of apropos of books is I'm very interested in they were a product of their time sort of conversation. And somebody, I forget who it was now. Oh, it was Michael K. Vaughan, I believe, was talking about.
Oh, they're separating art from artists?
Separating the art from the artist. And he had a good, like he always does, he had a good discussion. Like he also has his opinions and he takes a stand, but he also leaves space for like
wiggle room.
Wiggle room and for other people to have an opinion, right? He's not like, your opinion's wrong. He's like, this is how I look at it. You may look at it differently and whatever. But I've been thinking about that a lot because you will get into it if you're reading old, old fiction.
Yeah. Well, it's like the used bookstore in our town. Like the younger guy, they're like, elder millennial, somewhere in that middle to elder millennial. And I was introducing him. He had a huge section that he just got of the Doc Savage books. So I was trying to explain. I was showing him some of the covers and stuff, and I was trying to explain to him what the unfortunately titled Yellow Peril genre is. Fear of the other. Chinese, whoever. Then I brought up that he's got a stack of Mac Bolan novels, and he goes, now see, I have the Mac Bolan novels, who don't paint anybody in very good light. They rely on stereotypes.
Yeah.
But he goes, I have no problem selling them because if you make it through my front door, where I have my LGBTQ flag and my coexist and my Free Palestine and all that stuff,
Black Lives Matter,
and you make it that far, you know what you're buying.
Yeah.
You're not like being
right.
Some people are.
Yeah. That makes sense.
White guys talking about racism.
White guy, two white straight guys talking about
who enjoy each
racism and
other's
homophobia.
company.
Yeah, we have a great scarf collection. I'm pretty proud of myself. I haven't had the GPS on this whole time.
Is that why we're just driving around?
We're just raw
Sooner
dog
or later, I'll
apples.
find home.
Yeah, sooner or later we're gonna run across something.
You're rolling down the window, honey.
There's the mailman that almost hit me.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, I do have an opinion. I'm not ready to necessarily get into it, but
Yeah.
I don't like but I can say what I don't like when people go, oh, get over it. It's just, that's how they were back then. Everybody was racist. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, well, it's impossible because we're not in that time. We're in this time.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt there were people at that time who are like, ugh, you guys,
Yeah.
this is not great. You know, I don't know. It doesn't mean everybody thought that way, right?
Yeah, that's actually been disproven or proven not to be the case.
Yeah.
One of my favorite YouTubers, Kaz Rose, she does a lot of really cool deep dives into history, and she did one on that very subject a year or so ago, and pointed out how not everybody, the bulk of the people were not like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it just so happens that because the ones that were got famous, we just think, you know, or like for instance, our grandparents may have said some untoward things, you know.
I don't
so
have to go that far back.
I was being nice,
Thank you.
but I try not to pick on relatives who are still alive.
Oh, that's a good
They
point.
can defend themselves. But
I'm glad the sprinklers are on.
hey, we really could use that sprinkle.
Right. I hear you, man. I hear you.
But she did a whole really good video about it, and it's just not true.
Yeah.
The ones that did are the famous ones.
Yeah, that was probably the dominant part of the culture.
Yeah.
Hey, we're arriving home.
Get up that hill. My God, you don't have to shovel this in the winter. The snow just falls off.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man, I could have given her a code.
Oh. We'll get in here and wrap it up.
All right. Pulling into the garage. That's why. Ooh!
Ooh, hey, if I knew it was going to be that kind of video.
This is funny. All right.
There you go. Ooh.
Welcome to my lair. All right. We're done. And behind us, you may see somebody. All right, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
All right. Well, this has been Stephen Paul's. What do we call it? Oh, this has been Afterword with Stephen Paul.
I'm Steve.
He's not Paul. Bye. I don't know what we say for Afterword.
What a time.